Hello everybody, welcome to the next Fix Your City with me, Biffa. Here we are in Cup of Tea Town, sent in by hellcath. Thank you very much for sending it in. If you would like me to either fix your city or review your city, that's something else I'm going to be looking at, then check out the description below on how to send your cities in to me. Make sure if you want your city reviewed that it is a well-built, finished city, and I will be reviewing it and letting you know what I think. So let us dive into fixing this one. It is a relatively small city, as you can see, 48,000 people, but what is the traffic percentage? It is 10%. Yep, 10%. As always, we have despawning turned off, and oh my giddy aunt, what are we going to do here? Let's just have a quick look around at where it's going. So, coming in the city, going around. Now, interestingly enough, there's lots of roundabouts, which you can see, and also the person who made this city, let's just pick this random roundabout here, has followed, I would say, pretty much all of my tips on how to set things up. We can see that this roundabout has been set up. Oh, I was going to say correctly, maybe almost correctly. Oh, I just spotted one thing that wasn't right. And do you know what that means now? Is I've now got to check all the roundabouts, because one little mistake like that can make a city back up all over the place. So the mistake I'm talking about is having both of these turned on, whereas when you've got tons of traffic, you only want this one turned on. There's not that many roundabouts, so we could just quickly skip through these. Yeah, I mean, these ones aren't making any difference. So actually, I'm going to leave those on, because like I said, when there's not that much traffic, leave them on. But yes, I've noticed a lot of things you've done. You really, okay, look, you've set this one up correctly. You followed my tips, and not many people get to see a city where my tips are followed. Do we look at this one here? No, where my tips are followed, but there's still traffic. So this is going to be an interesting one. I've already sort of glanced through this city to see, yeah, this one looks okay, to see what needs to be done, and I'm already scratching my head. You know, it's quite nice actually when a city gets sent to me and the stuff isn't done correctly, because then I can make a few changes, build some roads, fix some stuff, and it's like, we're done. I don't know what that roundabout there is for. We'll leave it in. We got this one here, but no, this one is going to be tougher. That one's okay. We've done those ones. No more roundabouts up there. Got a nice little park up here. I like this. Nice little hill. Blossom Hill Park. Very nice. So that's all the roundabouts. Did I look at this one? Hang on. Gonna let me. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's do that first. So we have found a couple of roundabouts that haven't been done. Okay. Well, that might. Oh, I'm doing the wrong one. There we go. I was teaching you incorrectly there. Excellent. Okay, so that's going to help that get moving. But we can see if we sort of follow the traffic along, it just literally backs up on itself. So we follow this down here. It comes onto the highway. It goes down here, comes across here, comes down here, hits here. It just literally, yeah. Do you know what? Even those couple of changes has made no difference at all. So that is nice to see. Right, so there might be a couple of roundabouts here I haven't checked. Yeah, that one's okay. And this one just needs doing. Yeah, a couple of errors there. This might be the one that's causing all the issues. We'll have to see. It takes a while for things to get going once you make a few changes. But we shall see. Anyway, so looking back at this, we can see that this is like a main road going through the middle here. And normally I would definitely have a bigger road going through here, so I'm going to upgrade this road. We're just going to go for a 6-lane one with trees. That is the same size as what you've got. It may just mean I have to monkey with your roundabouts a bit, but let me just go down here and upgrade all of these. And by the way, I know you can drag the mouse to upgrade roads, but sometimes what happens is you drag along and it'll upgrade the one that's on the side, so I tend to sort of do it carefully. Now, something else that may help with your roundabouts that you've got going through here. Oh, hang on. Hold that thought. What have we got here? So we had 4 lanes before, going down to 1 lane each way. That's very weird. Okay, let's change that. Is roads like this, sometimes you can just have a bypass, a little bypass road coming past them because it's slowing down all the traffic having to come through. Look, this is already moving, which is great. Has it messed up the giveaway signs? No. Has it messed up the other things? No, that's good. Already this is moving just with the bigger roads. Nice, nice. Okay, let's have a look up here. I'm going to leave all of that, I think. So that's that road through the middle there. Excellent. So that's going to help. That then means probably we could do with upgrading the lanes on here. At the minute, I'm assuming you've got your crossings turned off. You had, because you've got some nice paths over the top. Excellent. So as you've done that, I'm going to just upgrade these to 3 lanes, which is just going to give people a little more space to get round. So let me just do that. Okay, that's upgraded all of those. Now, of course, some of these don't have any paths to get across from one side to the other. So I'm just going to add in just a few little paths just to help ye oldie people get about. Okay, so that is all upgraded. That's all done. Already the traffic's going down. Look, we can see it heading away here. I'm just going to make sure that you've got this main road set. Yeah, you've got giveaway almost on all the roads. So let's just zoom out and hold shift. There we go, and that'll make sure all these side roads are giving way when they come on. That worked up to the roundabout, so we'll just do that one there. There we go. Excellent. So that should definitely help a bit. What have we got going on here? You've got you coming out, and you coming out, which is what we don't want. Okay, so let's let that run for a little bit. 33%, we are getting there. And it's going to take a while because look at all... See, this traffic here that's all coming down here to feed into the city to come along here somewhere. Yeah, it's going to take a long time. Now, talking about that, there's something we can do up here. Let's just turn that off. You've got all this traffic coming down here and you've got this... Oh, that way's joining, not coming in... Yeah, you could just have a couple of little slip lanes here just for cars that want to come down and join this area. And it doesn't mean that suddenly everybody's going to use it, but it would just mean just a little bit of help for some of your people here. So even just, let's go like this. Any cars that want to just come down here. There we go. It's not too steep. That's fine. And we could even just do one the other side as well. Well, it's a bit close to that junction, but that's fine. No, that was the wrong way round. Let's turn that round if they want to leave. There we go. And it just means they can come down through there if it's houses that want to come into here. Houses. Cars that want to come to the houses and save them going all the way around everywhere. Something else I want to check, which I think you've already done, is your lanes on the highway. Yeah, 1 lane off, 2 lanes on. Well done, you've done that. We've got a bit of the hawky-balky mergingness going on over here. Well, that is something we can fix. So... We've only got 2 lanes coming in here, so we don't need 3 lanes. So we're just going to change that down to 2. There we go. I might just leave the end to 3 as there is 3 lanes down there. Very good. And then we're going to say, don't lane switch there, but you can lane switch here, which I think they would do automatically. Yep, that's fine. And then this one here, we're going to say, stick to your lane. There we go, and stick to your lane. Is that another node there? I think that's a node underground. You got an underground. Oh, okay, that's just your metro system and stuff. Good, good, good. So we're going to say here, if you want to go up a lane, you can. And then here, if you want to go down a lane, you can. Yeah, I'm going to change that. Actually, I'm not going to have anything in there at all. We'll let them do what they like there. There we go. So that'll just keep this moving in here a bit better anyway. That's the whole point. And then once they get onto the roundabout, that is fine. They can work it all out for themselves. Good. Let's speed things up a bit. Just want to follow this down here. So you've got a lot of roads that are actually being used as if they were a main road, like this one here. Which, as much as it's nice to have the trees and all that sort of thing, it's almost being used like a secondary main road. Could it attach you to that main road? I would certainly put in there this little four lane road, and that's just going to give some more access to all these other roads that you've got coming off, and that will just keep things moving because you're going to have dedicated lanes for turning as well. If we look in here, now we've got a lane for left and for right, so it's going to spread the traffic out, and that's going to be the same all the way along. And look, already the traffic goes down. Look at that. It's just like, oh, I love putting in those roads. It is like instant. And I'm going to do, there we go, do that. So everybody coming on has to give way. I'm going to do the same here. So the reason I would call this a main road is because it's joining, it's the one way that's coming, the one road that's coming up here onto that, there we go, onto that roundabout. And instantly all that traffic is filtered out and it's gone. What are we up to? Must be up to 39%. Nice. So this is all cleared out. That's good. You do have lots of extra little roads that are going around places. Yeah, you've got enough lanes on there. Things are working. Lots of abandoned buildings, but they'll come back. Don't you worry. Well, that's this area fixed down here. You've got this little road going up. So I would also call this a main road. This one that goes up to there and then goes straight up to here, because that joins onto the main road. So this is like, I mean, I'm sure there's technical terms for this, but you've got this main road here. I would call this a feeder road, probably not the right term. And then it goes into your little side roads. So you want to keep that one going. You're going to have the same up here as well. Yep, so we've got this one here. That's going to be 4 lanes all the way along. And if we're doing that one, we might as well do the one along the back. And then do this one up here, which is where they're joining the main road again. And then you've got the same the other side by the look of it. And this one seems to go all the way through to down here. There we go. Oh, man, look at all the people moving out. They're coming back, though. They're coming back. So that's going to keep that. Oh, look at the speed on the highway. And then this one here. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. That'll be good. I'm just watching this all go. Do you know what? Once that main bit goes down here, this is pretty much sold. Why is this taking so long? This is probably just the amount of cars that are coming up and the amount of people that are in the lane for turning right. So what I might just do here, let's just slow things down a touch. Let's just grab this and say 1 lane for right, 2 lane for straight on, just along this road. 1 lane for left, 2 lane for straight on. And that just might spread these cars out a little bit. You're going to get a bit of hawky-balkiness first of all, but it just means there's more room for getting the cars going. Look, and that's going to start, as soon as this bit goes, that's going to start moving. You've also got, I would always avoid having your metro. It's good you've got metro, but avoid having it on the main road, because what's going to happen is as people come out of this metro, they take their cars out of their pockets if they're going to drive and dump it right in the middle of the roads. So even just having that off a little side road just means it stops that problem. But, you know, you've got what you've got, so that's fine. Let's have a look at your mass transit. I forgot. I did look at this off camera and I was quite pleased with it. So you've got people using your buses. You don't have any trams. Metro, you've got a decent amount of metro, which is nice. So you've got like a big loop with like a mini line going through there and then another line going through there. So you're pretty much covered. Yeah, you've got it going everywhere, which is nice. You've got lines going in both directions. Yeah. Yeah. So I wouldn't fiddle with that. You haven't got one going up here, but I don't think the traffic up here is too bad, is it? Look at that. That's gone right down. So we can see these guys using this as like a feeder road to then go to these roads. So I, again, would upgrade that to the 4-lane road. So this has basically come down to a couple of little tweaks and changes and just road upgrades to sort of think, you know, the citizens see this as a main road. They're using it to get places. And also with that road, I think you get a speed boost. So let's have a look. So that's 50 as opposed to 40. So you will find more people will come through that. Now, something else we're going to look at. Have a quick sip of tea. You've got some roads that join the areas to each other, like this one here, which is good. So all of these people living here don't necessarily have to go all the way around like that. They can use this road. But they're not really using it. Some are, but some aren't. Now, with a road like this, I would take, because this is probably at, let's have a look at the speed, unless you've adjusted it 40 mile an hour. Now, you can adjust it, of course. You can use the different speed limits. But for a road like this that's just driving through the countryside, you really want to use a national road, which is this one here. It's got a speed of 90. Let's just drag this all along. Here we go. And it is the sort of road that you would have between two areas like this. There we go. And that's going to hit that. I would even have that as your national road. You can always change that later if you like. That's going to encourage more people to come down here. Yeah, I'll leave those like it is because you've got all your lanes set up. It's a shame that... Where does that go? That goes over here. So even like a little cut through like that you could have as a national road, because then you could do that. Because you don't need it to be bigger, you just need the space. And then this bit here, ideally what I would like is not for that to go into there, is I'm going to do this here, look. We're going to go like this, because you've got this roundabout here, you've got some nice nodes there. So I'm going to say you come round there. Invalid shape? What are you talking about, invalid shape? Oh, there we go. If we come... I'm going to do that, and then we're going to sort it out. Let's take that back a bit, and that back a bit. There we go. So now we're utilising the roundabout. So these guys don't need to stop for those guys, and those guys don't need to stop there. That's like a terrible corner. Let's fix that up. There we go. Excellent. So now nobody's getting in each other's way. Let's just say give way there, and you can go through, and that's already set up. We check that, and now look at that. That is humming along. That is nice. People are slowing down there to come off. You could maybe adjust that, but you're going to find more people start using this now, so let's just speed that corner up for them. There we go. And we could even speed that corner up for them. There we go. So I don't have to slow down. Nice. Okay, good. So that is going to get used more, I am sure. And if we have a look down here, you've got like a road connection through here from one to the other. You've got this sort of connection that sort of goes up there. I mean, you could... maybe just have a little back street connecting across here. Again, doesn't have to be big. That's like a little one-way road you've got there. So I'll tell you what, we're going to go like that. Any connections you can give to help your citizens. Let's go there, page down, and then we'll get that in. Any extra connections you can give to help them to drive from one place to the other is always going to be good. This is your industry. So yeah, that's not backing up. What are we up to? 41%. Nice. So this is all going down. How's your lanes going there? They're fine. So we're getting some hawky-balky lane switching, but when the traffic hasn't backed up that far, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you could maybe move that a bit further back, but do you know what? I'm really not worried. Let's check here. Yeah, one lane off. You've got some hawky-balky lane switching. Here I can already see the issue. Let's help these guys out a bit. You've done your lane mathematics, which is good. You've gone 3 lanes, -1 to 2 lanes. 1 comes back in, back to 3 lanes. But we need to just help these guys come out a bit there. And I'm going to say no lane switching there. That was Shift S, by the way. And I normally like to say no lane switching right before, like that. And once this big bulk of traffic goes down, you won't get people getting in each other's way as much. That's just going to move much, much better. Let's have a look up here. Look at all this to go. Oh, and I bet you've got... yeah, let's do the same thing here. There we go. So I think... hang on, what have we got? No lane mathematics. That's what we've got. Let's get that. So we want down to 2 lane there and there. That's it. So then we automatically get 1 lane for off. Yep, you know how it goes. Excellent. So let me just quickly talk about my city reviews. If you would like me to review your city. Now, I'm going to be looking for a certain type of city. I want reasonably good cities. I think that's a fair thing to ask. If you've literally just started the city or... you know, there's a load of things in that need fixing, then that's not the series for you. It's going to be Fix My City is the one that you want. Let's just change that. That doesn't need to be that many lanes. That needs to be 1 lane coming out there. So think about that. It's either going to be Fix Your City for fixing stuff or Review Your City if you want things reviewed. But yeah, so check out the description below. Basically, if you can upload it to Steam and send me a link, that would be fantastic. We do need a few more lanes there, so I'm just going to do that. But I've already got a couple of nice cities. I've got a city made by another YouTuber, which a YouTuber you may not have heard of. So it's going to introduce you to somebody new. Hopefully help him out with his channel a bit as well, which would be nice. And it's a really, really nice looking city. I'm looking forward to properly reviewing it. I did put a post on my community. There we go, look. He's just starting to move. I did put a post on my community saying... I'm just sort of watching this while I'm talking. Oh, just a couple of changes makes all the difference. It's nice. Let's just change this to 2 lanes. Whoa, we've run out of money. I didn't realise it wasn't on unlimited money. Okay, we need to let this game run a bit and actually earn some more money. 1 second. I'll just quickly tell you about the community post. Asking for the criteria for fixing things. So, yeah, maybe go and check that out if you haven't. Let's have a quick look around the city. 44%. Oh, this is much better. Look, this main road. It's busy, but it's clear. So at the minute, we're just waiting for the backlog of traffic. Got a few coming off there for that. Yeah, this is just backlog of traffic now. So let this run for a minute. I'm going to do my little money trick to get some more money. If you haven't seen this before, it basically means taxing everybody as much as I can until they stop moving into the city, just to give us a money boost. So we've got 300 people moving in. Let's go on full speed. We'll start earning tons of money. And then what will happen is once the traffic sorts itself out, we'll be making money again. You know, it's the traffic that just stops everything working. But I keep this running like this until this figure here stops being in a plus. Look, people are still moving in. We've heard the taxes are just horrendous. But he's got roundabouts and T, so we're going to move in anyway. Well, I'll be back with you in a minute. I'm going to just leave this running. Oh, people have stopped moving in. I didn't notice. I took my eye away from the screen for a few moments. So let's put these back down to 12%. And yeah, we'll just carry on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on letting the city run. And every time I need money, I'm going to do that. And hopefully the traffic will continue to go down. Okay, some time has passed, and let's take a look how the highway's doing. Not bad at all. Still getting a little bit of hawky-balky lane switching. Yeah, actually, it's not too bad, is it? They're merging okay, but yeah, it's just a lot of people coming down there. This is getting very busy here. I'm regretting putting that little road down there. I'm wondering whether instead we should have a junction come up there and round there. It's just well used. I mean, look at how much. Look at how better it is moving. All of this up here. Look. 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 It's all clear. This is all clear. How many people are using this little fast road? Lots of people using this little fast road through here. What's going on down here? 3 lanes down to 2 lanes. Oh, you've done that because you've got this one adding back on there. I wouldn't necessarily do that, but yeah, it's not affecting the traffic. This road across here is very busy. Oh, okay. Lots of people are coming up and taking this. They're coming off the highway and going up. How would they have got in there before? They would have come down here, round there, over there, through the... Okay, so, yeah. That's made this super, super busy. I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're just going to look at this little junction here, because we want these guys coming in and not stopping. We're going to say, you give way... And we've only got 1 lane there, so we're going to change the end of this to 2-lane highway. There we go. So now we have a lane for left and a lane for straight on, and then we'll use the lane tool. There we go. A lane for left, a lane for straight on, and we'll stop them lane switching, say there. That's the railway line. And there. That's weird. Let's take that one out. Yeah, we don't want that, because it's 1 lane into 2. So there you can pick where you're going to go. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to make that a little bit longer down there. Oh, no, that's the... Oh, it's the one-way road. Wasn't this 2-way? Oh, it is. I'm an idiot. I put the wrong road in. What am I looking for here? That's what I want. The asymmetric road 2 and 1. There we go. So you've got 1 road that goes up and 2 that come down this way. So you can have 1 lane for straight on, 1 lane for turning in here. And that should just, if we speed that up a bit, keep these guys moving down here much, much quicker. I mean, ideally around about here, perhaps. Let's just follow this road. It connects over there. I mean, if I disconnected this road from here, they'd have to all use the roundabout, and it would be a lot more traffic coming up this way. But it's not backing up too badly. I mean, this, you know, I want to throw a roundabout in here. I'm just wondering whether we could just leave it. Yeah, I'll go on. I haven't put a roundabout in. Go on, let's just put a small roundabout in. You know you want me to. 2-lane road. Bash. That'll do nicely. Everything else that doesn't need to be there will disappear. Check the traffic manager. Yeah. And we'll just change this one. Turn you off. Turn you off. Turn you off. Go away. There we go. Things are disappearing nicely. That should just keep all of that going. I think that's going to be good. So other than that, how are we looking? I mean, this is busy, but it's moving. This is busy, but it's moving, backing up a little bit. So let's have a quick look and see where all of those people want to go. Let's use the in-game tool. Pick that road there. So most are coming back down here. They're coming... Right, they're coming from outside, then they're coming through that junction, through this junction, through that roundabout, through all of that to get sort of over here. So it's a shame there's not like a connection and a main road through here somewhere. But maybe that's just a bit too much. So, yeah, I tell you, let it continue running, let this traffic go down, and then I'll be back with you to see how we finish up. So just a little change I made on this roundabout, it's the one right near the end, is this traffic was backing up, coming up here to go around the roundabout just to head out the city. So I've just put a little road underneath, down and back up again. We've set these up here. Let's just have a look. So you've got 1 lane for going off, and then you 2 go straight on. So I've downgraded this to 2 lanes either way roads, and the same on the other side, and then this one comes back on again and goes back into 3 lanes, and it just keeps it all going. Make sure you have on here, there we go, the go straight through, go straight through, go straight through, and the same on this side, and it just keeps it all going. And that traffic that was building up over here has now disappeared, and this one is pretty clean. That one is okay, this one is okay, these are okay. This is all cleared up here because this was all backing up, wasn't it, before? I had the give way sign the wrong way around there, so everybody coming round the roundabout had to stop and give way. So I fixed that. This is all looking good up here. It's all moving. Nothing backing up the highway, which is absolutely fantastic. This is all clear. What are we at? 73%. Still a little bit of busyness going on here. I'm just wondering whether there's anything I could do with that. I want these cars to come out quicker. Do you know what I might do is just do that trick where we slow down the speed of this island and this roundabout just a bit. Let's go to 60. And it will just give the people coming out just a bit more of a chance to get onto the island. And there we go. These cars will slow down. You're stopping there. Is there some sort of stop sign hidden there? Let's just check. No, there isn't. Let's just double check the giveaway signs are all correct. Yeah, they are. And the going through signs. Yeah, so... Oh, there we go. Look, it's already just helped a little bit. I'm very pleased with that. 73%. Let's see if I can squeeze a few more out. I'm just spotting here. Look, the game is seeing that as a main road. So I'm going to do the fix that I did earlier. And, yeah, I'll be back with you in a bit. Well, let's take a final look at the percentage of the traffic. 80%, that is pretty good. I've grown the city back up to 43,000 as well. There's still more coming in. I'm pretty pleased with the way that fix turned out. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget, if you want to send me in your cities to be fixed or to be reviewed, check out the description. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you very soon for the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.